Yeah, no worries. Thank you guys for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Like, this is like lockdown time right now, so everyone's kind of like, like down and stuff. So your single rate like came out, the single Dumb, it came out in the right time.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people happy right now.
Yeah, definitely, man. You need kind of like a reason to just let go of the weird feeling that everybody's obviously in right now, because nobody really knows what to do in a pandemic. Like who's experienced the pandemic before, and with everything else going on, it's just like, yeah, it's crazy times, man. We just need some music to be free of it a little bit.
Yeah, so thank you for that, man. Like, it was awesome. Well, you guys worked on, let's jump, like, since we're talking about this, let's jump right into it. Like,
yeah,
the single you guys worked with Zac Carper, right?
Zac Carper from FIDLAR.
Okay, yeah, the guy from FIDLAR.
Yeah.
Yes. So how did that come about? Like, they're from LA, right? Like, are they?
Yeah. It's actually kind of a funny story. So, I mean, I've listened to FIDLAR since they were like a pretty small band, when I was in probably like grade 9 or 10. And I graduated high school like 2012-ish, so like quite a while. But they were coming to Vancouver to play a show at the end of 2018. I believe it was like right after a tour, or was it 2019? No, I think it was 2018. Anyways, I hit up Zac about a week before they were in town, because we wrote this song, Dumb. It was actually Dumb. And I was like, man, Zac needs to do this, because just the sound that FIDLAR has, it would just like it the song so well. So I hit him up, and he basically like got back to me in like 10 minutes. He's like, send me the song, man. I didn't even have like a demo recorded or anything. So then I'm just like stressing for the next hour, like recording a demo. And I kind of got
so at this point, how much of the song do you have at this point with you?
Like when I sent it to him.
When I sent to him, yeah.
Probably everything but the bridge, so like the verses and the choruses kind of thing.
Okay.
We changed some like arrangement and stuff around, but so I just kind of sent him like this half-ass demo that I worked on over an hour, but he was super stoked on it. And then we met up with him for dinner before his show when his band was in town there, and he's like, yeah, let's do 3 songs, just like shoot me a date and we'll figure it out. So we flew him out from LA to Vancouver, and I think we did 3 days in the studio. Songs together.
Oh, nice, man. That's awesome. So how was the? Yeah, Fernando, go ahead.
No. I was just saying that's great. That's a nice opportunity to have, like people just connecting with you and then understanding exactly the same feeling that you want to give with the song.
Definitely.
I guess that was natural, right? Whenever that happens, it's just natural.
And to just have that happen over social media like that is, it's pretty crazy. It's not really what you'd expect, But yeah, super cool opportunity.
People for like 10 years ago wouldn't be able to do this, but I guess so it's safe to say that FIDLAR is one of your influences. I guess would it be safe to say?
Yeah, 100%. I would say like for modern bands, like FIDLAR is definitely one of the bands that I look up to. Just in like I think Rolling Stone like said this in an article one time. They're just like the masters of writing sad songs that sound happy, which I think is like it's a really cool thing, because it just they're still getting their lyrical point across, but people are having a great time listening to it.
Yeah. I mean, you're like when I listen to your music, it makes me like it's for me. It's more like I wouldn't call it like a sad. It's more rebellious, I guess, if that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah,
and I fucking love it, right? Yeah. So like, would you say you guys are rebellious, or would you say you guys are more into like the sad, like sad?
No, I mean, like with like the new single coming along, like Feeling Low, it's like a bit more of a ballad, and it's probably like the only one like that off the EP. But I would say rebellious is a good way to put it, because like we're still nice people. I think we're great people. We have a good time, but like we want to do what we want. Like we're not gonna try to step on anybody's toes, but we want to fuck around a bit.
Yeah, man. It sounds like it's gonna be awesome hanging out with you. If I ever come to Vancouver, I'm gonna look out for you guys.
Yeah, man. Please do. We have a full band house here actually, so this is where we rehearse. This is like we've had this place for like 2.5 years, so we have like parties. We have house shows here.
Nice.
Actually, it was Zac's idea when he was recording with us. He was like, "You guys have this like great house. Like, you need to throw parties." That's how we got our start in LA. And I think like the first party we threw, we had like 150 people show up to a fucking living room. It was crazy. Yeah,
oh man. So how do I get invited? Like, how do I get invited into this party?
Honestly, man, like it's not even a matter of invitation. It's just a matter of knowing when the party is and being here. Because like, we'll probably, dude, having a house party like that takes a toll on your soul. But we'll probably have 2 more before we call it quits at this house here. So we'll figure something out. I'll let you know.
That's awesome, man. So I mean, so Jay, like, do you guys have a lot of guest guitarists coming to your shows? Because I saw a bunch of I forgot which one it was exactly in one of your YouTube live videos, and you guys had 5. It was like I think 5 or 6 of you guys. Did you guys have like? Yes, can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So I mean, like, there's definitely been some lineup changes since we started. Essentially, we started as a 4-piece. I played guitar and I sang, and then
I mean that's what I thought first when I saw you guys.
And that was a thing up until January this year, where like we played the house party, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put the guitar down and focus on singing, because some of the songs are pretty hard, man. So like, I just want to do it justice and be the best that I can be for that.
Of course.
So now we've essentially got 2 guitar players that aren't me, a bass player, and our drummer on stage, and that just, it kind of leaves a lot more room for harmonies and stuff like that. And the band just sounds a lot tighter in that sense. But the first 2 years of the band, we did have some lineup changes. So there was like a bassist here, and then another bassist, and then the old bassist again, and then we just kind of said like, enough of that. But I think we're at a good place now, because everybody's just living a little bit more of a stable life. So things are gluing together a little quicker, which is nice.
That's good, man. So have you worked with this guy before, or no? Like, how do you guys know him? So what's his name, by the way, the new guy?
The new guy. So we got Daniel. Daniel's on bass. He's one of the new guys, and then his roommate Riley is playing guitar for us as well. So Daniel was like supposed to be the permanent member, the bassist, right off the bat, but we just didn't really announce anything for a while, because with all the lineup changes happening and stuff, we just wanted to make sure it was going to work out. But his roommate Riley, who we've known for a long time, who actually recommended Daniel to the band, basically just sent me a message one day, and he's like, dude, I think you should just like try just singing. Like, just do it for a few shows, see if you like it. I'll play guitar for you guys. It doesn't have to be anything. But I don't know. I think it went really well with the live videos that we released on YouTube recently. And he basically, in the last like 2 weeks or so, has said like, as long as you guys are in Vancouver, like, I'll be your full-time guy. It's no problem. So.
Oh, so he's not going on tour with you guys? If you guys go like nation? Or,
well,
like...
he will. He'll go on tours with us if it's feasible, I guess. He's got his own project, and I get that. Like, this is his own inspirations and stuff there. But if we go on tours, I think he would jump along. I'm just not sure if we move to Toronto, because that's something that we've talked about, if that would be something.
Oh man, that would be amazing. Oh, that would be amazing, man. You guys,
we're considering it. We're definitely considering it. We've been thinking about it for a while.
Have you guys been to Toronto?
We played Indie Week 2018.
Oh, nice. So yeah, you guys know what the scene is like here.
Oh man, that shit, that tour across Canada in the middle of winter was fucking hell.
So can you share some stories here? Like what?
Okay, well, we basically got like a $6,000 bus to take us across Canada and back, and there wasn't really any heat in the bus, so we just sleep in parking lot or Walmart parking lots, and like have a generator running outside the bus, and have one little space heater just to like keep us from like not fucking freezing overnight, I guess. But shit just got really crazy towards the end, man. Like, we made it to Toronto fine. That was all good. But on the way back.
How long did it take? How long did it take?
Fuck, man. We probably did it in about 6 days, 6-7 days.
Oh, man. 6-7 days.
There's a lot of driving. On the way back, we did like one huge stretch, like I think from Sudbury to Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Which was stupid. And then the bus broke down in Winnipeg, never started again.
Oh, what'd you guys do?
We sold it for parts for $200 and rented some vehicles and did the rest of the tour.
That's an awesome story, man.
Oh man, I still can't believe it. But
you guys didn't play any venues like on the in between?
No, we did. There was quite a few. So like we did. I think Calgary was the first show. We played a show in Saskatoon, which I will never play that venue again. That was the worst time ever. And then we did Winnipeg. And I think that's it for the way in. And then on the way out, we did like Sudbury, Nelson, Edmonton, and Kelowna.
Nice. Where did you play here in Toronto?
We played 3 shows. So somehow most bands got like 1 or 2 shows, but we got 3. So I think we played at Cherry Colas first,
Nice.
the Bovine Sex Club the second night, and then we played the Hideout the last night.
Oh, nice, man. Great venues.
Yeah, great.
Dude, it was so good. It was such a great time.
And I
Yeah,
can
it makes
imagine how I think people went crazy with your music in these venues. I can imagine the ambience.
Yeah, it was like the feedback went over really well. And like one of the bands that we played with, who are like, we are great friends with now. I don't know if you guys know them. They're called Excuses. Really great band. If you guys haven't checked them out. Yeah, and they're just super tight. We played with them again last October when we went on a little tour with the Lazies. Yeah, we made a lot of cool connections in that indie week there.
Nice. I saw that you played with Royal Tusk. We interviewed them a couple of months ago.
Yeah, Royal Tusk was way back. That was way back in the early days of the band, which is
really?
they're a great band. I saw them live again at the Fox playing with Redwoods and Broken Love and whoever they were with. Yeah, that was just a really good bill. Like those bands are some of the best rock bands in Canada right now, in my opinion.
I agree. He's a guitar player. He's a great guitar player.
Yeah.
I interviewed him as well.
Was that Quinn?
No, I mean from Broken Love.
Oh yeah, Justin or
Justin, yeah.
Yeah. Great songs on that album.
Yeah, very good. Anyway, how do you feel like playing with these kind of bands? Like, I understand that the genre is a little close, but then there are songs that are apart from each other.
Yeah.
How do you feel that just like playing in the same venues, would that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the bands that like we would fit mostly in with like genre wise would be like a band like an old Sum 41 kind of thing. But so like there's not lots of that around anymore. So finding, like sometimes in Vancouver we play with metal bands. Sometimes we play with like super pop punk bands.
Nice.
But I think we kind of fit into whatever aesthetic we're kind of drawn into in that sense, which is nice. We're supposed to have a show with the Dune Rats. I don't know if you know them.
Nope.
They're from Australia. They got 2 #1 albums in Australia now, and that got canceled because of COVID, which kind of sucked. But
yeah,
we also shared a bill with Loverboy last summer in Aldergrove, which was pretty crazy.
Yeah. How has it been for you during the pandemic? How's your time schedule now? I mean, everything was canceled and stuff. So are you writing more music? Are you rehearsing? What's your everyday schedule?
Yeah. So I mean, like the first like month when it got really crazy, I wasn't working for that month, and I was basically just doing just writing as much as I could because the band wasn't rehearsing or anything. That only started up maybe a month ago again. But since that all started, I've been talking with my buddy Leon from the Lazy, and we've got a pretty cool team lined up. I can't really announce who it is yet, but it's from a guy from a really big Canadian band. Nice. Who's going to produce 3 songs for us. So we've been working on those 3 songs like almost constantly. So definitely been busy in that sense.
Good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing to have like long-term goals, I guess.
Exactly. And I think, as a band right now is like it's a very big moment to keep using your time wisely. If you waste this like 6 months of this pandemic, then you're gonna be pretty far behind.
Yeah, take advantage of the momentum, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jay, do you do most of the writing? Like, can you talk about the process a little bit?
Yeah. So I usually do most of the writing. I like to kind of write a song with like the chords and everything, add the drums and stuff on Logic or whatever, which is what I used to do demos. And I'll kind of get it as good as I feel I can get it because I'm not an amazing guitar player, lead guitar player or anything like that. And at that point, I'll like present it to the band and we'll kind of go over lyrics and just round the song off a little more and add the little finishing touches, I guess you could say. Most of the time, you know what I mean? Like every song can come about a little differently. Like Dumb, I would say was a group effort between everybody, which is probably one of the only songs that was written like that. But we were just all in the same room. Somebody played the chord progression, I sang the lyrics, and it just kind of came together in that sense, right? But
oh man, those must be that sounds amazing. It sounds like it's such an organic process.
Yeah, exactly, and that one truly was, and it was great. I love that song. That song live is just such a fucking rager. It's amazing.
Yeah, were you expecting this kind of feedback? I don't know. Sometimes like when I see your live shows, they're like your audience goes crazy, man. Like, were you expecting this kind of feedback when you guys were, like, let's say when you were writing that song, the new single "Dumb"? Like,
I mean, I think that was something that we could kind of picture, but like, it's always until the moment that you actually take it on stage that you can see how everybody reacts, and you're just like, which is a great feeling, and that's that's kind of one of the things that just keeps us like going back for more.
yeah,
Seeing everybody having a good time.
you guys talking about full length album, or what's that been like?
Yeah, so we were talking about it. I was chatting with Zac about it, so he was going to produce it. Now there's a couple of other options in the air, like I mentioned, that for us at this moment might be even more feasible, because if we just take the 3 strongest songs that we have, which I believe, like the new demos we have, are completely superior to the rest of the music that we've written. We might just do the 3 songs with this producer from Toronto and see what happens with that.
Oh, nice, man. So you guys already obviously you guys talked about it at least.
Yeah, we had a phone call like not even a week ago, and it's funny because like I sent him maybe 8 demos, and he said, the first song, like, man, this song is like a stadium hit. Like I can see putting this in a stadium. Then the other song is like kind of a number 3 track for me, but I want you to write another number 1 or number 2 song. And shit, not to like, I'm pretty sure I wrote that song the day after, and I've been working on it ever since. And I'm like, I've never been so stoked on a song before. And I think it was just having that conversation with the guy being like, I think you can write that song, go do it. And it just kind of, it set me off, and like, now we have that song. It's crazy.
That's awesome, man. I ask Jay, I have to ask you this, because I ask this for all the people who write music.
Yeah.
When you write a song, like, do you have a favorite for, like, because do you know, like, oh, this song, this is the one I can feel it. Like, do you ever feel that, like, when you wrote the 5 songs, did you have a favorite, or did you know this is going to be like a personal?
I think every song just kind of like that I write relates personally with me, especially at the moment that I'm writing it. But sometimes it's definitely like amplified in a bigger way, because like, I mean, if you're going through like some crazy shit in your life and you're writing about that, it's almost like a healing process, I guess. But
you feel more closer to that song than the other ones?
Yeah, definitely. I think this new song that I've written, and the one that the producer was saying could be like a hit, I think those 2 songs are just so true to like who we are as a band, and it just like, I listen to it and I'm like, oh, like, it's crazy. So I'm really excited to see how these next few years go and how these songs turn out.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're excited, man. We're very excited. Like, I love your music. I play it all the time. Yeah, you kind of write, like, when you said Psalm 41, I was like, yeah, I can feel like, a little bit of that influence.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, overall, it's been amazing. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you, Jason.
Well, I appreciate the call. Are we all good, or?
I don't have any other questions. Fernando, do you have any other questions? Well,
no, I'm good also. I'm also good with my questions. Thank you.
Awesome, Jay, do you have any question? Do you have any question for us?
Yeah, I was going to ask, are you guys from Toronto, or?
Yeah, I grew up in Toronto.
Yeah.
I was born in Mexico City. I recently just moved to Toronto like 5 years ago.
Right. Sweet. Well, yeah, you guys should add me on Facebook or whatever, and we'll keep in touch. And if we ever come to the city, I'll hit you guys up. And
yeah, man, definitely. We'll love to have you guys in our studio and interview you guys properly more.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be great.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Jay.
All right, guys. Have a good Saturday.
Hey, son.
Take care, man.
Bye-bye.